it's just too much stigma, especially for girls. I don't know, like it's such a big deal, and like just asking for what you know that you like you have to ask for it. You can't just not say what you prefer and then be mad that you didn't get anything out of it, if you know what I mean. And that's like the whole thing with like being comfortable with who you're doing it with.
How you need to ask for consent, more so if anything, and how you have to get consent of other people as well and make sure that everything you're comfortable.
You do your sex ed when you're like in primary school in 6th class or something like that, and it's just about how to have babies basically, and like they don't go into detail about like how the woman should feel or anything like that. It's just about get in there, that's it, like, and just, you know what I mean? It's not great information, like.
I feel like I actually heard really, really bad stuff all the time, like about with girls, like you're not gonna like it, it's gonna be shit, all that stuff, when that's not actually true.
We had like the talk, you know, like in 6th class. It was very much based on the male and not on the woman, like the woman.
It's very important to communicate with each other, but it depends on people, what they feel, what they want. Some people feel pleasure from sex, but you know, the other people feel pleasure just with, you know, being with you.
That it's not a one-way street of just like the guy trying to please the girl, and also it's always, or most of the time, it's more emotional than you think.
And like even self-pleasure, like it is a whole thing, like you do it but you don't tell people that you do it kind of way. Like everyone does it, you know, it's normal, but no one talks about it that much, so yeah.
If I could have learned anything about sex and pleasure, it was that sex comes in so many different forms rather than just penetration. If you really want to have pleasure, you need to feel comfortable, you need to have good communication, you need to feel empowered to do all those things, and you really need to be equipped with all that knowledge, and we're just not at the moment, so you're just like fumbling in the dark a lot of the time, and it can traumatize a few people. They're like, is this what sex is? I think we should need to equip people, give them the knowledge, empower them to take control of their own sex and pleasure, and then we have good sexual health, more so than just STIs, you know, because pleasure is a huge element to it. But for me, pleasure really came from understanding myself, my own body, and also being able to communicate that with my sexual partners.